Climate change adaptation. While we work to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, some climate change is already happening and can't be stopped. That's where adaptation comes in. Adaptation means adjusting to climate change impacts to reduce harm and protect communities. It's about learning to live with the changes we can't prevent while we work to prevent the changes we can't live with. Think of adaptation like carrying an umbrella. You can't stop the rain, but you can protect yourself from getting wet. Climate adaptation works the same way. We can't stop all climate change, but we can prepare for its impacts and protect ourselves. Good adaptation makes communities more resilient. It helps people cope with heat waves, protects cities from flooding, and helps farmers deal with changing weather patterns. The goal is to reduce the harm that climate change can cause. Many coastal cities are building flood defenses to protect against rising seas and storm surges. Sea walls act like giant shields, keeping high water away from homes and businesses. Some cities have movable flood barriers that can be raised when storms approach. The Netherlands has become a world leader in flood protection. Much of the country is below sea level, so they've developed amazing systems of dikes, barriers, and water management. Some communities even have floating neighborhoods that rise and fall with water levels. Cities are upgrading their drainage systems to handle heavier rainfall and flooding. Traditional concrete systems can't cope with the intense downpours that climate change brings. New systems use green infrastructure like parks and wetlands to absorb water naturally. Permeable pavements let water soak into the ground, instead of running off into overwhelmed storm drains. Rain gardens and bioswales collect and filter storm water. These natural solutions often work better and cost less than traditional concrete systems. Farmers are adapting to changing rainfall patterns by developing drought-resistant crops. Scientists are creating new varieties of wheat, corn, and rice that can survive with less water and tolerate higher temperatures. Farmers are also changing when and how they plant. They're adjusting planting schedules to match new weather patterns, using precision irrigation to conserve water, and diversifying their crops to reduce risk. Water management is crucial for adaptation. Communities are learning to use water more efficiently through rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation, and recycling wastewater. These systems help communities survive droughts and reduce pressure on water supplies. Some communities are reviving ancient water conservation techniques. Traditional methods like terracing, check dams, and fog nets are being combined with modern technology to create sustainable water systems. Early warning systems save lives by giving people time to prepare for extreme weather. Advanced weather monitoring and satellite technology can predict storms, heat waves, and floods days in advance. When people know a hurricane is coming, they can evacuate to safety. When a heat wave is predicted, cities can open cooling centers and check on vulnerable residents. Early warning turns disasters into manageable events. Disaster preparedness means having plans and supplies ready before emergencies happen. Communities practice evacuation drills, stockpile emergency supplies, and train local responders. Buildings are constructed or retrofitted to withstand extreme weather. Good preparedness turns communities into teams that can respond quickly when disasters strike. Everyone knows their role, supplies are pre-positioned, and buildings are designed to protect people. Wetlands act like giant sponges, absorbing floodwater and releasing it slowly. Nature provides some of the best protection against climate impacts. Mangrove forests protect coastlines from storm surges better than concrete walls. Protecting and restoring these natural systems is often cheaper and more effective than building artificial defenses. Healthy ecosystems provide multiple benefits. They protect from storms, support wildlife, and improve water quality. Cities are adapting to rising temperatures by creating more green spaces and shade. Trees and parks help cool urban areas naturally. Cool roofs and pavements reflect heat instead of absorbing it, keeping cities from becoming dangerously hot. Cities are also creating cooling centers where people can escape extreme heat. They're installing water fountains, providing air conditioning assistance for low-income residents, and designing buildings to stay cool naturally. Health systems are adapting to climate-related health risks. Hospitals prepare for heat wave emergencies. Disease monitoring systems track climate-sensitive illnesses. and health workers receive training on climate health impacts. Public health programs are expanding to address new climate risks. This includes controlling disease-carrying insects, preparing for climate-related mental health impacts, and ensuring vulnerable populations have access to care during emergencies. Smart planning integrates climate risks into all development decisions. New buildings are constructed outside flood zones, infrastructure is designed to handle extreme weather, and communities are planned to be resilient from the start. Building codes are updated to require climate resilience, and long-term planning considers how climate change will affect communities over decades. Planners use climate projections to understand future risks and design accordingly. Indigenous communities have been adapting to environmental changes for thousands of years. Their traditional knowledge about weather patterns, sustainable resource use, and ecosystem management is invaluable for climate adaptation. Combining indigenous knowledge with modern science creates more effective adaptation strategies. Traditional techniques for water conservation, agriculture, and disaster preparation often work better than purely technological solutions. Communities are adapting economically by diversifying their industries and developing climate-resilient businesses. Crop insurance helps farmers recover from climate damages, and new industries like renewable energy create jobs in changing economies. Tourism destinations are adapting to changing conditions. Fishing communities are diversifying their livelihoods, and green jobs are providing new economic opportunities in the clean energy transition. Adaptation shows human ingenuity and resilience in action. From flood barriers in the Netherlands to drought-resistant crops in Africa, communities worldwide are finding creative ways to live with climate change. The key is planning ahead, using both traditional wisdom and modern technology. Good adaptation doesn't just help people survive climate change, it helps them thrive. By preparing for climate impacts, protecting natural systems, and planning wisely, we can build resilient communities that are better prepared for whatever changes come. Adaptation and mitigation work hand in hand to create a safer, more sustainable future for everyone. Thank you for watching. Hope this video series gave you an idea about climate change. If you haven't watched the whole series, the links for each video is given below in description. If this video or the series was interesting, knowledgeable, or resourceful, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe for more interesting videos.